Hey everyone, welcome back to SelfHelp Summaries channel, where we break down powerful ideas that help you live better, one small shift at a time. Today's video is all about habits. Not the big dramatic kind, but the small silent ones. The ones that quietly shape your future, whether you notice them or not. We're diving deep into one of the most influential personal development books of all time, Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So if you're tired of trying and failing at big changes, stick with me. These 7 habits of highly effective people will show you how tiny actions, combined with consistency, can completely transform your life. Let's dive in. Today, we're going chapter by chapter, uncovering the layers of wisdom within each habit and arming you with practical insights. Get ready to transform your understanding of effectiveness. Introduction: the character ethic versus the personality ethic. Covey begins by setting the stage, introducing the core concept that differentiates his approach. He highlights a shift in focus over the past 50 years, moving from what he calls the character ethic to the personality ethic. The character ethic, prevalent in earlier success literature, emphasized principles like integrity, humility, fidelity, courage, justice, patience, hard work, simplicity, modesty, and the golden rule. It focused on who you are at your core. In contrast, the personality ethic, more dominant in recent decades, focuses on superficial traits, techniques, public image, and attitudes. Essentially, how you appear or how you manipulate others. Covey argues that while personality skills are important, they are secondary and ultimately ineffective if not rooted in a strong character. He stresses that true lasting effectiveness and success come from the inside out, by aligning our lives with universal principles. Problems at their root are often character problems, not merely personality issues. This foundational understanding is crucial for what follows. Question for you. So, considering this, have you ever focused more on projecting an image than on genuinely cultivating your inner character? And if so, what were the results? Part 1. Paradigms and principles. Before diving into the habits, Covey dedicates a significant section to paradigms and principles. He explains that a paradigm is essentially how we see the world, our maps, assumptions, theories, and frames of reference. He emphasizes that the map is not the territory. Our paradigms can be incomplete or inaccurate, leading to ineffective behaviors. The most important paradigm shift, he argues, is the one from the personality ethic to the character ethic. He then introduces the concept of principles, which he defines as natural laws that govern human effectiveness. These are like gravity, undeniable, timeless, and universal. Examples include fairness, integrity, honesty, human dignity, service, quality, potential, and growth. Unlike values, which can be subjective, principles are objective and self-evident. Covey argues that we achieve true effectiveness by aligning our lives and actions with these principles. He also introduces the PPC balance, where P stands for production, the desired results, and PC stands for production capability, the ability or asset that produces the results. True effectiveness requires a balance between what you get, the golden eggs, and taking care of what produces it, the goose. Question for you. If our maps of the world dictate our behaviors, how accurate do you think your current map is? And what fundamental principle might you be overlooking in your daily life? Part 2. The private victory. Independence. This section focuses on the first 3 habits which build our private victory, the achievement of self-mastery and independence. Habit 1. Be proactive. This is the cornerstone habit. Covey stresses that proactivity is more than just taking initiative. It's about taking responsibility for your own life. It's about recognizing that as human beings, we have the freedom to choose our response to any given stimulus. We are not simply products of our genes, upbringing, or environment, the deterministic model. Instead, we possess self-awareness, the ability to think about our own thoughts, imagination, the ability to create in our minds beyond our present reality, conscience, an inner moral compass, and independent will, the ability to act on our self-awareness, independent of external influences. Reactive people are driven by feelings, circumstances, and external conditions. Proactive people are driven by values and principles. Covey introduces the concept of the circle of concern, things you care about but have no control over, and the circle of influence, things you can do something about. Proactive people focus their energy and time on their circle of influence, which in turn causes it to expand. They use proactive language, I choose to, I will, rather than reactive language, I can't, if only. Question for you. Think about a recent challenge you faced. Did you respond reactively, or did you proactively choose your response? And how did that choice impact the outcome? Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. This habit is about vision and purpose. It means starting with a clear understanding of your destination, so you know where you're going and what you're trying to achieve. Covey posits that all things are created twice. First, a mental creation, the blueprint. Then, a physical creation, the actual building. This habit encourages us to become the first creator of our lives, rather than letting circumstances or other people's agendas dictate our direction. He suggests writing a personal mission statement, a constitution for your life that articulates your values, principles, and the contributions you want to make. This mission statement acts as a filter for decisions, ensuring that your daily activities align with your deepest aspirations. It's about leadership, deciding what you want to achieve, before management, deciding how to achieve it. Question for you. If you were to write your life's eulogy today, what would you want people to say about you? And how does that vision align with how you're living right now? Habit 3. Put first things first. This habit is the practical application of habits 1 and 2, bringing them to life through disciplined execution. It's about managing ourselves, not just managing time. Covey introduces the famous time management matrix, which categorizes activities into 4 quadrants based on the urgency and importance. Quadrant 1, urgent and important. Important, crises, pressing problems, deadline-driven projects. Quadrant 2, not urgent and important. Prevention, PC activities, relationship building, recognizing new opportunities, planning, recreation. Quadrant 3, urgent and not important. Interruptions, some mail, some meetings, popular activities. Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important. Trivia, some mail, some phone calls, time wasters. Highly effective people spend most of their time in Quadrant 2, which is where prevention, planning, and long-term growth happen. By focusing on Quarter 2, they minimize Quarter 1 crises. This habit is about organizing and executing your priorities in alignment with your personal mission. It requires the courage to say no to less important activities, even if they are urgent or popular, and the discipline to follow through on your commitments to yourself. It's about integrity to your personal mission statement. Question for you. When you look at your to-do list, how many of your tasks are Quadrant 2 activities that are truly moving you towards your long-term goals, and how many are simply urgent distractions? Part 3. The public victory. interdependence? Having achieved private victory, we now move to public victory, the achievement of effective relationships and interdependence. Habit 4. Think win-win. This habit is a paradigm of human interaction. It's about seeking mutually beneficial solutions or agreements in all your relationships. Covey outlines 6 paradigms of interaction. 1. Win-win. Both parties benefit. It's a cooperative approach based on mutual respect and understanding. 2. Win-lose. One wins, the other loses, often seen in competitive situations. 3. Lose-win. One gives in, sacrificing their own needs to please others, often leads to resentment. 4. Lose-lose. Both parties lose, often results from highly confrontational win-lose interactions where both are determined to get even. 5. Win. Focuses only on one's own gain without concern for others. 6. Win-win or no deal. If a mutually beneficial solution cannot be found, then no deal is made. This option provides a liberating alternative, preserving the relationship. Thinking. Win-win requires courage to stand for your own needs and consideration to understand others' needs. It operates from an abundance mentality, the belief that there's plenty for everyone, rather than a scarcity mentality. The belief that if someone else wins, you must lose. It requires empathy, integrity, and a mature approach to conflict resolution. Question for you: when was the last time you truly sought a win-win outcome in a negotiation or disagreement? And how different was the result compared to a more competitive approach? Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This is the key to effective communication. Covey states that most people listen with the intent to reply, not with the intent to understand. This habit calls for a profound shift to genuinely and deeply understand another person's perspective before attempting to convey your own. This involves empathic listening, which is listening with your ears, eyes, and heart. It's listening to truly understand the other person's feelings, their paradigms, and the logic behind their words. And it's not about agreeing with them, but about fully comprehending their point of view. When people feel deeply understood, their defensiveness drops and they become open to being influenced. Only after you have accurately understood their perspective do you have the moral authority to present your own. This habit builds trust and opens the door for effective problem solving. Question for you: when was the last time you felt truly, deeply understood by someone? And how did that make you feel about them and the conversation? How often do you offer that same level of understanding to others? Habit 6. Synergize. Synergy is the habit of creative cooperation. It means that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. 1 + 1 equals 3 or more. When individuals with diverse perspectives communicate openly and empathically, Habit 5, with a win-win mindset, Habit 4, they can produce breakthroughs and find solutions that none of them could have conceived individually. It's about valuing differences and leveraging them to create new possibilities. It's not compromise, where everyone loses something, but finding a third alternative, a solution that is superior to what anyone initially proposed. Synergy requires courage, humility, and the belief that different perspectives can lead to greater insight. It embraces diversity and encourages creative exploration, leading to innovative solutions to complex problems. Question for you: can you recall a time when collaborating with others resulted in an outcome far better than anything you could have achieved alone? And what was the key ingredient that made that synergy possible? Part 4. Renewal. This final part introduces the 7th habit, which is about continuous self-improvement. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. This is the habit of self-renewal and continuous improvement. It's about taking time to preserve and enhance the greatest asset you have, yourself. Covey stresses that neglecting this habit will dull your effectiveness in all other areas of your life. He breaks renewal into 4 dimensions, emphasizing the need for regular, balanced self-care. 1. Physical. Exercising, eating well, getting adequate rest, and managing stress. It's about caring for your body. 2. Mental. Reading, writing, planning, visualizing, learning new skills, and expanding your knowledge. It's about continuous learning. 3. Spiritual. Clarifying your values, committing to your personal mission statement, engaging in meditation, prayer, or connecting with nature. It's about reinforcing your personal leadership. 4. Social emotional, building strong relationships, practicing win-win, empathic communication, and contributing to others. It's about serving and connecting. Sharpening the saw is not an optional extra. It's the habit that makes all other habits possible and sustainable. It's proactive in nature, requiring discipline and commitment to yourself, ensuring that you consistently increase your capacity to live a full and effective life. Question for you. How often do you truly dedicate time to sharpening your own saw in all 4 dimensions? And what's one small step you can take today to invest in your long-term effectiveness? Conclusion. Upward spiral. Covey concludes by emphasizing that these habits are not a linear progression, but an upward spiral of growth and continuous improvement. Mastering one habit helps you better practice the next, and each cycle of renewal strengthens your ability to live all 7. The principles are integrated, creating a holistic approach to effectiveness. Living these habits requires constant effort, reflection, and a commitment to personal integrity. It's a journey, not a destination, but a journey that promises greater effectiveness, deeper relationships, and a life of true purpose and contribution. And there you have it, a comprehensive, in-depth exploration of Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This book is a true gift, offering a timeless framework for personal and professional excellence. But here's the thing, knowing the habits isn't enough. You've got to live them. So how can you truly integrate these powerful principles into your daily life and move forward? 1. Start small, start now. Don't try to implement all 7 habits at once. Pick one habit that resonates most with you right now. Perhaps be proactive or put first things first, and focus on consistently applying it for a week or 2. Small wins build momentum and confidence. 2. Create your personal mission statement. This isn't just an exercise, it's your life's blueprint. Take time to clarify your values and what you want to achieve. Having a clear mission will guide your decisions and keep you focused on what truly matters, aligning with begin with the end in mind. 3. Prioritize. Quadrant 2. Activities. Look at your schedule today. Are you constantly putting out fires? Quadrant 1. Or are you making time for important, non-urgent activities like planning, personal development, and relationship building? Consciously block out time for those Quadrant 2 tasks to put first things first. Practice empathic listening daily. In your next conversation, make a conscious effort to truly understand the other person's perspective before sharing your own. This simple shift, embodying seek first to understand, can dramatically improve your relationships at home and at work. 5. Commit to sharpening your saw. Schedule regular time for physical, mental, spiritual, and social emotional renewal. This isn't selfish, it's essential. Just like a saw needs sharpening to cut effectively, you need to renew yourself to maintain your effectiveness. What's one thing you can do for yourself today to recharge? Remember, effectiveness is not about chasing fleeting trends. It's about building a strong character rooted in timeless principles. By embracing these habits, you're not just improving your productivity, you're building a foundation for a life of purpose, integrity, and profound impact. The journey to an effective life begins with your commitment, final message, and your challenge. Now that you've learned the core ideas behind the 7 habits of highly effective people, here's my challenge to you. What's one tiny habit you'll commit to starting today? Something so small that you can't fail. Perhaps it's taking 5 minutes to plan your day, a tiny step towards put first things first, or consciously listening without interrupting in your next conversation, a step towards seek first to understand. Write it in the comments below, because that one small habit might just change the course of your life, setting you on the upward spiral of effectiveness that Covey talks about. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to level up their life one habit at a time. Until next time, stay consistent, stay patient, and keep becoming 1% better every day. This is Self-Help Summaries, signing off.